Ready to go, yeah? Yep. Right, Billy, another 2-2 draw, and while you must be a little frustrated not to come away with all 3 points, it isn't all bad point against what looked like a very good Chester side today.
Chester was excellent, expansive, shifted the ball really well. Rotation is really good. They play their way really well. First half we were far too passive. Didn't think we were getting close enough in lots of areas on the pitch. Managed to go in at 1-1, but in saying that, Jeff, we had numerous chances first half.
Yes, absolutely.
As much as not having a massive amount of the football for all Chester's possession, I don't think really they'd had a chance apart from their goal. I might be wrong. They had lots of possession, but not a great deal of chances at all. The goal we conceded first half was poor, too passive, just came through. Good finish from the boy, but too passive. Then we found out Jed lovely finish, nice bit of play from us. But we'd had 2 or 3 good opportunities, stealing the ball in poor areas for them, good areas for us, breaking on them. Second half we come out, Jeff, we look a lot more like ourselves, a lot more on the front foot. We get the goal, we've got good momentum. And I just think we scored the goal and then we started to drop off a little bit again. We started to not be as on the front foot as we were when we'd come out for the second half. It twos and fro's, they have a lot of possession again. We concede another poor goal from our point of view. There's a slight miscommunication on the left-hand side, and then the ball's into our box and we get caught flat-footed and the boy scores. And then we have a massive chance at the end.
Yes.
And that was the game. That was the nature of the game. Like I say,
I suppose so close to getting the 3 points.
It's frustrating, Jeff.
Jed Abbey's, you're right in saying the number of chances were created, but also, of course, great free kick from Jed Abbey. The Chester keeper now hits the crossbar. Game over if that had been.
Yeah, I mean, it's ifs and maybes, isn't it? Jed didn't score the free kick yet. Possibly, if that goes in, probably we'll win the game. But at the minute, we've just got to be a little bit more ruthless, meaning we've just got to be a bit more ruthless and see the game out. I know when we scored the goal, there's still a fair bit of time, but we have to be more disciplined off the football, and then we see that game out.
Yeah.
Then we see that game out, and like I said, this is what we can do. We've done it all last season. So we have to. I said to the players in the change room, we have to just be a little bit more disciplined off the ball at the minute. We're a little bit loose at times, and teams are taking advantage of that because, like I say, Chester were very, very good today. They have a very, very good team today. But we're 2-1 up. We should see the game out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there was 5 minutes left, Jeff, because there wasn't. There was a fair bit of time. But if we're a little bit tougher, we're a little bit sharper, we see the game out.
Yes, yeah. And I know, as I said, you were disappointed with that equalising goal that Chester got. But you must be pleased with a lot that you're seeing from this side. We are creating lots of chances, as I've just said already. We're consistently creating chances through the game. We're not maybe always taking them, but we're creating those chances. But I suppose the concern is we are conceding as well, more than I'm sure you would like.
Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, look, like you said, Jeff, you go back to Leamington. You go back to Leamington, how many chances did we create at Leamington? We spoke about it. How many chances did we create today? But like I said, the main thing I've said to you before, I've studied many, many times before, and you know what I'm going to say. It's about keeping clean sheets.
Yes.
First and foremost, keep the clean sheets. You keep clean sheets, you win games. The way we play, we're always going to create chances.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we not score in a game.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we not score in a game. For as much as people label us and want to talk about what we can't do and what we do, and the way we play, and it'll be overemphasised, I'm sure it'll be overemphasised again today, the way we play. We always create chances, very rarely do we score. So what we've got to do now is got to go back to clean sheets. It's okay scoring goals, but what we don't want them to get into habits of us scoring 2 and then they're outscoring teams and going, we've got to score 3 every game to win a football match. we've got to get back to being mean and being no goals, clean sheets.
Yeah, and then we get maybe some of the ugly wins. But
Exactly.
We get the 3 points.
We get the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. You know, people will talk forever nowadays, Jeff. You know they will. They tend to, you know, it's a great get out for a manager at the minute, isn't it? It's lovely at the minute, because what they do is they talk about the result and the performance as if like the two poles apart, different things. It's only interesting if your only interest is to win.
Yeah.
There's no point in being a fantastic football team and playing all the football in the world and not winning again.
And then being turned
Not
over.
winning again.
Yeah.
So it's great at the minute. They can talk about, which a lot of them do, talk about, well, we've played really, really well, but we're not getting, you know, it's about winning football matches. That's it.
And of course, and I believe for the long trip to Needham Market on Bank Holiday Monday, only 2 days away, of course, the players are stopping over. Well, that must be a big help to be able to approach that game.
It is a help, yeah, it's a help. It's a help, but like I say, it brings its own challenges. You know, it's a ridiculous fixture on a bank holiday.
Sure.
You know, I'm sure there's Needham Market could have played somebody else.
Yeah.
A lot closer to them.
Yeah.
But once again, we just have to deal with it. Yeah, we're staying over. Obviously, we're going to have to, or we certainly wouldn't have got there.
No.
But yeah, it causes its own issues at times. But no, thankfully we are staying over, so hopefully we'll be fresh.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can have a look at 1 or 2. We've got a couple of knocks that we're going to have to really have a look at. So yeah, we'll have a look at it, Jeff.
Yes, and of course with Needham Market, probably the main difficulty with them is that they're an unknown. You must know very little about them. They've had only a very few games at this level, so there's not much for you to go on, I suppose.
No, like I say, obviously we'll watch the videos and we'll go. Well, just that's the only input we've got, because, like I say, they're an unknown quantity to everybody at the minute.
Yeah.
We played them early on, which ideally they played them further down the line because we'd have known more about them then. But it is what it is, Jeff. I've said before, it's about what we do.
Yes.
Well, I've always been the one that, you know, it's really how you are on the day. It's how you set up. It's how players react. If they react in a better way than them, then you win football matches. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you again
Cheers.
at Needham Market after the